The demo for Theatrhythm Final Fantasy Final Bar Line may be a small chunk of the full game, but after watching the intro cutscene, my overwhelming thought was, they did not have to go this hard. Final Bar Line is, much like Dissidia NT before it, a port of an arcade game in a series that only existed on handheld consoles previously. But where NT was a massive departure from the original series, Theatrhythm's arcade version, titled All-Star Carnival, strived to faithfully translate the touch-heavy gameplay of the 3DS entries to a button-based control scheme. While the travel stages were the hardest to adjust for since they feature a vertical sliding mechanic, the transition to joysticks does manage to feel like a natural next step if touchscreens were no longer going to be a guarantee. So, thankfully, the move from an arcade pad to typical console controllers feels equally natural. The frantic tap and swipe gameplay maps nicely onto a controller where the sticks are used for slides and any button can be used for taps. I feel the optimal way to play is to use your shoulder buttons for taps and hold so that your thumbs are always free for the analog sticks. Booting up the demo, the intro cutscene all by itself had me excited. A montage of songs and characters from across the series helps to sell Final Bar Line as a significant anniversary title for the franchise, and the brand new upbeat arrangement of the main theme kicks it up even further. After that, the player is presented with a simple tutorial on the basics of the rhythm stages and then taken to the stage selection. Each song must first be played in the story mode before becoming playable in free mode. 6 Final Fantasy titles are available to play in the demo, and I of course started with Final Fantasy XIV. Inside the story, the player is presented with either a single track at a time to complete, or a set of them from which you can finish one or multiple. You can always go backwards to play songs you didn't previously complete. Theatrhythm has traditionally included 3 difficulty settings for each track, however, a 4th difficulty called Supreme has been added to select songs in Final Bar Line to further test players unsatisfied by the Master Mode present in previous games. There are 3 different categories of a song in each Theatrhythm game. Battle music gives the players 4 lanes of button inputs, field music is a single lane that slides up and down with player input, and event music plays out in a pattern over a cutscene in a fashion similar to Elite Beat Agents. While I was most concerned with how well I would adjust to playing the game on a significantly larger screen, a learning curve that it took me a few weeks to get used to when the Project Diva series moved from the PSP to the PS3, this ended up being a complete non-issue. I found it easier to keep up with the high-velocity note tracks with more screen real estate. Final Bar Line's demo is, obviously, just a taste of what we'll see in the final product. It only has a little under 10% of what will be in the full game, but that taste has given me even more of a craving. It's clear that this title is much more than just a port of an arcade game, and I'm excited as hell to get my hands on the full release in a few weeks. Theatrhythm Final Fantasy Final Bar Line is coming to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 on February 16th, 2023. Thanks for watching. Please read the full preview at noisypixel.net. NoisyPixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to bring you the latest news, reviews, previews, podcasts, and more. Join our community Discord server to talk nerdy with us, and like, subscribe, and follow to keep up with our future content.
Noisy Pixel.